Okay, you've clicked on this video because you're probably wondering if online therapy would be something that you could try, or you're exploring the idea of going to therapy. Well, I'd like to share that I was exactly at the same spot as you 2 months ago. Well, you may be dealing with traumas, you're seeking help for healing, or you are needing answers for what's going on in your life. Well, hear me out. Let me share this app that I've discovered that allowed me to talk to a therapist anywhere in the world. Match me with a therapist that has the same values as mine, and how the whole online therapy experience has helped me manage my emotions, navigate stress, and felt so empowered and more in control of my life. By the way, this is not a sponsored video, even though I secretly dream of BetterHelp to sponsor my videos soon when I blow up. Anyways, I just wanted to share my positive experience with BetterHelp. Let's dive in. Actually, to be honest, I was initially afraid to push through the therapy, let alone go to an actual in-person therapy. I was literally afraid to share my darkest, deepest thoughts, my traumas, my pains, and even my disappointments to another person. Initially, I thought of a person whom I could share my problems, but I was ashamed and I was shy and very uncomfortable to share it, especially with someone that I know. So I thought maybe I could try therapy. I've heard so many successful people, thought leaders who talk about therapy. And the good thing for me is the therapist doesn't really know me or the people who are involved in my life. So I thought they're unlikely to judge me because they don't know me personally. So with BetterHelp, you actually have several options to communicate to your therapist. I initially planned to communicate to my therapist via live chat because I told you I was shy. And it was actually my first time going to therapy and I didn't know what to expect. But I ended up scheduling a live call or video conversation, and I suggest that option as well to make the most out of your therapy session. So, signing in was very easy. Obviously, I did download the BetterHelp app first on my phone, and then you just need to create an account. Input your email, create a password, and it will send an email verification. And also, you will need to create a 4-digit PIN for easy login. So, after subscribing to the membership, I was asked to fill out a survey. And the survey will ask you to provide info like your gender, your religion, your age, your status, and so on. So, new users need to fill out the survey so BetterHelp can match you effectively to a therapist who understands your unique needs and that are most suitable for you. So it's actually just a quick survey, and here are some of the questions. Let me show you. What type of therapies are you looking for? Is it for individual, couples therapy, or for teens? And another, do you consider yourself spiritual? It could be a yes or no. And if you are, which religion do you identify? Are there any specific preference for your therapist? So on this one, I chose a Christian-based therapist, and that really made my whole experience awesome. So after filling out the survey, I was matched with a female therapist. So she was very nice. She actually walked me through the app on how to book our first call, and she really responded to my question right away. So I was impressed. By the way, the video call, you will do it on the therapy tab inside the app. But here's the thing. Honestly, 2 weeks have passed and me and my therapist couldn't find the perfect time for our first meeting or first call. And so she advised me to just change a therapist because during those times I was only available 7 to 11 p.m. So at night, and she was only available like morning from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. I simply clicked the Change Therapist tab on the BetterHelp app and it gave me 4 to 5 options. So I've read their professional experiences. It also showed their license. So I chose the first therapist on the list because when I saw his profile, it caught my attention. You know what? It says he has 44 years of experience doing therapy. Plus, this blew me up. He looks like exactly my grandfather who's now in heaven. And that's a sign for me, so I chose him. And I booked our first call and I thought this is awesome because it's like I'm asking life advice from my grandpa. So, my therapist was a Christian therapist and he was very good at asking the right questions. He speaks very nicely, he speaks direct, but he really empowered me to take bold actions. And at our first meeting, it felt so right. He asked me first about myself and what brings me to the therapy. And so I told him everything on our first meeting. And I literally felt relief. And one review that I've read with my therapist from another person who obviously gone through therapy with him was this person wrote that he felt really heard for the first time. And I felt that as well. Before you can actually book your first session with your therapist, you need to input your payment information and you will be charged immediately. So, once you're subscribed to a membership with BetterHelp, the app billed weekly. So, I was shook about that because it was my first time and I thought it's gonna be a monthly payment, but it was weekly. Yes, it might be a little bit expensive, especially if it's gonna be your first time like me. But the good thing is I like the option that you can pause your membership with BetterHelp. So you can pause it for a certain time or months if you'd like to, and you'll not be charged unless you decide to renew your membership. And that's what I did actually. Now we're done with the therapy. It's only 1 month therapy. But the question is, would I recommend BetterHelp to anyone? Sure. All in all, my online therapy experience with BetterHelp is 10 over 10. It was helpful for me, and if something comes up, BetterHelp will be my go-to therapy app. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. I am producing weekly videos about personal growth, intentional living, and if you are passionate about figuring out your own path, well, this channel is for you.